What's up, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of S&K Against the World podcast. Today, I have the privilege of welcoming in guest Emma Christensen.
Hi!
Welcome in, Emma. So I'm really happy to have you.
I'm so excited. I am in such a great mood.
I am so happy to hear that. And unfortunately, Keiden couldn't make it for this episode. S&K, K is in Keiden Against the World, but today the K is going to be standing for Christensen.
God bless
Keiden's
Keiden's soul. Where, China right now?
He's in China right now.
Is he in Shanghai still?
I can't tell you his exact whereabouts. I know he was caught in a Chinese hurricane, so I'm wishing him the best. But
he had a robot deliver him food.
He did.
That was
I
cool.
heard about that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that he's out there living his best life. But we're really missing him here on this podcast. And I'd just like to take a moment to recognize that this podcast won't be the same without him.
There's going to be a Keiden-sized hole in all of our hearts.
Precisely. Okay, moving on. How about our environment? I mean, every episode of this podcast has been different so far. I mean, we had the wall, we had the couches, and now the car. Do you care to comment on that?
I just felt like we were going to go in your basement, but the car just felt more, you need to change it up every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it gives, for our video watchers, it just gives them something different to look at, keeps things fresh throughout the episodes, and that's why I'm happy to be here in the car for the third episode.
Sorry.
Okay. Moving on. First main point I kind of want to discuss here. Peanut butter and cheese sandwich. What do you think?
I don't think I would try it, but I guess to each their own. Everyone's is entitled to their own opinions.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, on paper, here's what I'm thinking. I think most people, the general public, will agree that peanut butter and cheese don't go together. But I was thinking today. I came home from Edmonton, long trip. I wanted to get a bite. I have crackers. I got some crackers, and I'm like, I usually either have crackers and cheese or crackers and peanut butter. But then I got to thinking, cheese and peanut butter go great with crackers, but cheese and peanut butter don't go great together on their own. Why is that?
I think it's just because they're on like two different sides of like the types of food you can get. Like
that could
peanut butter is kind of, it's sweeter, and cheese is more savory.
Maybe, yeah. I would say that peanut butter is also quite savory, but you never know. To each their own. It's just something I noticed. I wanted to bring it up.
I don't like peanut butter.
Really?
I do not like it.
Really?
I don't like the texture. I don't like how it sticks to the roof of my mouth. It grosses me out.
I can understand that, but I mean, I just love it. I just eat it with a spoon right out of the jar sometimes, and my mom's been upset with me a couple times before for that. She says it's not sanitary to be double dipping your spoon.
Ew.
But who is she to tell me how to eat my peanut butter at the end of the day?
I mean, that is true. Maybe you should get your own peanut butter jar. Like, you have your family peanut butter jar, and then you have your own peanut butter jar that you can keep in your room next to the pre-workout. So maybe if you wake up in the middle of the night, you can have a scoop of peanut butter. Keep a spoon.
Yeah, funny you should mention that. I do have two jars of peanut butter. I mean, they're not really jars, more containers. A kilogram each, maybe 2 kilograms each, I think. Might just be one. I'm not sure. Regardless, I have two right now because one was running out, and we bought a second one for my household. So I'm lucky to have two right now, but not for long. I've been working through them.
See, that's why you should get your own peanut butter jar, so your mom won't get mad at you.
Fair enough, and it's not a bad idea. I might look into that. Yeah, thanks for that advice. I'll bring that forward in my life. Moving on, Wendy's. What is your favorite item on the Wendy's menu, and why is it the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger?
See, I'm not a big fan of Wendy's itself. It's not I wouldn't casually go to it like how you guys do. It's
you guys. What?
Yeah.
Who are you guys?
You and Keiden.
Keiden. S&K. Spencer and Keiden.
Spencer and Keiden.
I'm Spencer. Keiden's Keiden.
And you both love JBCs.
And what is it about the JBC that turns you off?
I don't care for it at all. I'm not looking like I'm not going like out and being like, oh my god, I really want a JBC. Like, no.
Really? Is it anything in particular? The patty, the
No,
bacon?
I just don't give a I don't give a hoot.
That's a controversial opinion. I
I
think
know, especially on this
it's really
podcast.
bold of you to say that. I think you're gonna get some backlash
I think I am,
for
but
saying things like that. But
everyone's entitled to
if
their
you're,
own opinion.
I mean, fair enough. But when an opinion is so ridiculous, it begs the question if every opinion is worth saying out loud.
You know what? I think some of your opinions aren't worth saying out
I
loud,
don't.
but
I don't know.
I won't get into that. I won't get into that. We'll draw the line here because we're just gonna start arguing and it's not gonna
I
be
just
good.
find that
No,
ridiculous.
we're just not gonna talk about that.
Moving on to my next point.
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay because that's what this podcast is for at the end of the day.
Yeah, but you're just sitting there kind of.
Yeah, okay. It's fair. I mean, everyone can have their opinion. I mean, I guess yeah. Okay. Moving on. Kale. Cute little kale. Harmless kale. Harmless. He keyed your car.
He did.
Did you hear about that?
I did. He came up to me. He told me I was the one who keyed your car.
He keyed your car. Ripped a hole right through the paint.
It's like this long.
I just caught a mosquito out of thin air.
The scratch.
Yeah, and it really begs the question, what does he have a key for?
I think to get into his house. I think
nice. And you know,
sorry.
That checks out.
Yeah.
Because at first I was thinking this little cute kid doesn't have a driver's license. And he's so harmless. But he's so cute at the end of the day.
Do you have a key for your house?
I do have a key for my house. I have it on my belt right now. Fair enough. I didn't think of the house key, you know? Yeah. Okay. Cutest kid, keyed your car.
Keyed my car.
But we forgive him for that, you know? It's forgive and move forward. And, you know, we just hope that he learned something. We don't hold it against him. He learned something from the situation. He's going to move forward in life with the expertise that maybe not everyone will enjoy that. And maybe, just maybe, he won't do that sort of thing again.
But I wouldn't put it past him to not do it again. I think he would.
Well, but he'll do it with a good heart.
But he did it to me with an evil.
But he has a good heart. Yeah, that's all I want to talk.
No.
That's all I wanted to mention about the keying incident. Yeah. I just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, like 2 weeks after I got my car.
Yeah, I mean it's poor timing at the end of the day, but what are you gonna do? Moving on. I mentioned I went to Edmonton earlier. I was at West Edmonton Mall. West Edmonton Mall. It's a huge mall. And it's a nice mall, really. They got all sorts of stores. There's something for everybody at that mall, for sure. But I went into the store. Big sign up front. The store's called Ray-Bans. Take a guess. Just take a wild guess what they sell. You'll never get it in 100 million years.
Sunglasses?
Correct. I went into this store. It's a sunglasses store. I'm sure you're familiar because that would just be ridiculous to guess off the top of your head.
Well, I mean, like, Ray... No. Never mind. Ignore what I said there.
Yeah, I mean, there's really... Yeah, okay. There's no hint in the name whatsoever. But I go in, and to my surprise, I see walls of sunglasses. I'm like, wow, I mean, I'm a frequent visitor of the dollar store, Dollarama, in Kamloops here. And I've bought myself my fair share of sunglasses, all sorts. They sell them for every price range, really, at Dollarama, from $1 up to the most expensive ones, probably about $3.50. I go into Ray-Bans. I pick out a pair of glasses. They're polarized. They're great. And I sort it out. I get them, and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll consider purchasing them. It was at this point that I looked at the price tag. Take a guess. Just take a guess how much a pair of... they're a nice pair of sunglasses, I'll give them that, but they're nothing special over dollar store sunglasses. Guess how much they were?
I can't even guess. I think it's going to be something unreasonable, like not in my price range personally. I don't think I could ever afford something from that brand. Maybe when I'm older, but
Yeah.
tell me.
Upwards of $300
Now that is crazy.
for a pair of sunglasses. And this begs the question: what separates them in quality, in appearance, to dollar store sunglasses? Their lenses marginally better. I'm sure they're stronger, scratch proof, whatever. But are they really, at the end of the day, worth that 3,300,000,000% markup?
I mean, like you've just kind of answered your own question with like the quality and stuff. I think people are not purchasing them just because people may be purchasing them just because they want them, but most of the times you're looking for the quality of the sunglasses.
The product.
Yeah.
And I understand that. But at the end of the day, they're selling dollar store sunglasses for $1. I believe it costs $1 to make sunglasses, to make a cheap pair of sunglasses. But to make an expensive pair, polarized, they're a little better, can't be more than $10, $20 in materials and labor to produce. So why are we marking them up? And I'll tell you why. This is a rhetorical question. I'll tell you why. It's the brand image. People just love Ray-Bans so much. They're willing to pay extraordinary amounts for a pair of sunglasses that just says Ray-Bans up in the top corner. You can barely see it.
Well, people buy purses for the same exact reason. Like, I know people who collect. This is not my words. These are not my words. I am taking this from someone else. I'm not going to name them, but
And for privacy reasons,
yes,
of course.
But people collect bags because they like the brand name, they like the look of them, and I think that's.
And I feel like this could be what's wrong with society today. That's just consumerism. That's the definition of consumerism.
It truly is, but
they're just paying for the brand, in my opinion, wasting money on this brand when they could be saving money and going with a lower cost alternative for the same quality of product. It just doesn't have that brand name.
Well, I mean, like, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. There's too much going on out there.
That's okay. I think there might be a drag race going on outside in the parking lot.
It honestly looks like that.
They are racing around this parking lot, just car after car after truck. I mean, that's a big truck. That guy has a nice truck.
Watch him come by. Julia, go down.
That could be.
Did they go past?
That could be big country. And this is the next thing I want to talk about. I was in this parking lot earlier, and I saw my buddy, old high school buddy. Unfortunately, he isn't enrolled anymore. But
I thought he was going to.
Who knows?
Never mind. Sorry.
Old buddy of mine. Not going to mention his name for privacy reasons. But I saw him and I run over to him, and he's with his friend, a friend I've never seen before, and he introduces himself to me as Big Country, and I checked out his social media under Big Country, country spelled with a big K, and he had quite some posts, and I just want to give a big shout out to him because he's out here working hard with his truck every day. And I'd love to have him on the podcast at some point to talk about his truck and his country lifestyle, something that I'm not quite familiar with.
I have had the pleasures of meeting Big Country before. He was a friend of a friend, but I'm not sure if they're friends anymore, but I did have the pleasures of meeting him, and he was nice.
Really? I mean, yes. Yeah, I met him. He seemed like a very nice guy. I'd love to talk to him more on the podcast, of course. Okay, moving on. I want to take this episode in a different direction. Who is Luke? Listen. Everyone's always talking about my water is lukewarm. My water is lukewarm. Who the hell is Luke? Sorry, pardon my poor language. Who the heck is Luke? It looks like there may be a police incident in the parking lot over there. That's okay. We'll keep rolling with this podcast. I mean, that you just got to roll with the punches when you're recording in a parking lot such as this at this hour. It's not quite the witch's hour yet. We're getting there, though.
We are.
It's past 10 p.m.
You guys were talking about that in the last podcast, and
You
Yeah.
know, you don't want to be out at the witch's hour.
Yeah.
Last witch's hour, we were safe in my basement. No witches could get to me, but out here at the witch's hour, that's a no-go. So we had to record a little earlier for this episode. Back to my point. Sorry, we went on a bit of a tangent there. Just a bit distracting all around.
Yeah,
But
sorry, there's a
back to what
lot.
I was saying. Who is Luke? Everyone's always talking about, my water is lukewarm. The lake is lukewarm. The bath was lukewarm. Who's this Luke character?
I have never thought about that. Not in my 17 years of living on this planet. I've never
17.
said
Wow.
who is Luke.
Yeah, and you know that's just what I was wondering. I mean, I think no one really knows the answer. I just wanted to bring this up. I mean, was Luke the first person to have a bath at a moderate temperature, at a room temperature? Why don't they call it
Maybe.
room warm? I feel like lukewarm is to water what room temperature is to air.
Maybe it's just an easier way of saying it. I don't know.
Could be, but it's the same amount of syllables. Room, Luke, room.
It rolls off the tongue a little better.
That could be. That could be. And I mean, there's more commonly used phrases that include people's names. Jack of all trades. Who's Jack? Who's Jack, and why is he so good at everything?
Yeah.
Come on, Jack. Leave some skills and experience to the rest of us, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's all I have to say about that one. I think Big Country might be rolling behind us once again. In his huge truck. That's crazy. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I don't think we're going to get an answer. Any Lukes or Jacks that know anything about this, please feel free to send me an email, spencermdick@gmail.com. I'd be happy to hear from you if you know anything about this at all. Okay, moving on to the next point. The UFC. I don't know if you caught the fight.
I do not keep up with sporting.
About two nights ago.
Nope, I do not keep up with sports.
But you know, Conor McGregor, very controversial fighter, but
he's the Irish one, isn't he?
Of course, yeah. I mean, I might have to fill you in on some of the stuff here you might not know, but he suffered a leg injury in his previous fight, or his 2 fights ago now, I guess, and he was out of the game for 5 years, unfortunately. And I went to a restaurant in Edmonton to watch this fight, and I was excited. I watched all the prelim fights, the fighters up and coming, the Paddy Pimblett fight, whole nother beast. Not going to mention it now, but that was an amazing fight for sure, incredible. But it gets to the McGregor fight. I'm excited to see Conor McGregor. It's been 5 years since his last fight. Everyone's expecting big things.
It was that serious of an injury?
Yes, he was out of the game for 5 years in recovery.
Wow.
He recovered. First 5 seconds into the fight, McGregor goes for a roundhouse kick of sorts, lands poorly, injures his knee. It's bad. The fight's over. He doesn't throw a punch. And it's just, I was so excited to see McGregor fight. And it was over.
He didn't even fight?
Not really, no.
Wow.
I mean, we can roll the clip after this, but he injured his knee on the first move of the fight, and it was all.
That's when you know it's time to retire.
Yeah, and personally, some people think McGregor was injured before the fight, and he was just in it for the payday. But McGregor came out publicly and said that there was no injury. Who knows if he's telling the truth about that? But personally, I think there was no injury before the fight. I think he kicked. He clearly hadn't practiced that one specific kick enough, landed poorly, and it's just bad luck from there.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying. I'm just sad to see this kind of thing happen to McGregor. And I mean, he's a controversial fighter. But at the end of the day, the UFC would not be where it is today without him. That's just all I have to say.
It's upsetting for you, and I see that.
We don't have time for too many more points, but there's one final point I want to close with, and that is revolving doors. In British Columbia, I have never seen a revolving door. Have you? Do you know any
Like
establishments
they're
with
the ones that like.
that turn? That turn. Have you seen a revolving door?
I think I have in Vancouver.
Maybe, maybe. Not in our hood, not in
No,
Kamloops.
not here.
Not one revolving door.
No.
In Alberta, Edmonton specifically, they're just all over. And here's what I'm wondering: why? They're worthless. It's a worthless door. They just slow you down. I can't think of one advantage of a revolving door over an automatic door that just slides open when you get close to it. What's the
I
difference?
think it's.
What gives?
I don't know. I think it's just to slow down like traffic.
But I feel like, why do you need to slow down traffic? At my hotel in Edmonton, where I was staying for the past week, revolving door. Every time it adds about 8, possibly even 9 seconds to my trip out the door, because I have to wait for the door to come around, get in, and then walk slowly around with it. And I can be a quick walker sometimes, can't be in a revolving door.
No.
And it's just ridiculous at the end of the day.
It is. It is.
That's just all I wanted to say. I've got issues with revolving doors.
I haven't really experienced it. I might have been younger. You know what? Revolving door might have been in Seattle.
It may be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just the bigger cities, but I don't understand it. If anyone in the comments can drop a comment defending revolving doors, that would be great. But right now, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't know very much about revolving doors, so I don't think I'm qualified enough to speak on this topic of revolving doors.
Yeah.
But I think they're just
enough.
to slow down traffic.
Yeah, I just don't think traffic needs to be slowed. But, I digress. I think we might have to cut the episode here. We've had a lot to talk about, and I look forward to having you on the podcast again at some point.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be here. And it's great to be in the first official outro.
Yeah, I mean, not gonna say too much about the production process, but previously, we go until my phone battery dies or I run out of storage. But my phone's charged. I got plenty of storage, so we have to make an outro.
We do.
And it was just I was just happy to have you here, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.